Kendrick Lamar now holds the record for the most viewed Super Bowl halftime performance ever. Over 133 million people watch Kendrick Lamar perform Not Like Us and Others in Louisiana at the 59th annual Super Bowl. So Kendrick beat out Michael Jackson's 1983 performance by a few 100,000 views. Michael also had over 133 million people watching him back in the day, which is crazy thinking about the times then versus now. Kendrick will hold the record, but if I'm being completely honest, I just think that number that Mike did was so crazy and impressive back then. There's just so many different ways to watch content today. I believe there are people out there, I know for a fact, that double up, meaning they were watching it on their phone and then also watching it in their home, which I guess technically it counts as 2 views. But congratulations to Kendrick Lamar. A lot of people watched him kick Drake in America's back end on national television. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this performance, man. It's quite the one. I said it in my previous video. I said it again. Kendrick Lamar makes me think. You know, Lil Wayne, and I don't want to pick on Wayne because he's a phenomenal, legendary artist. Wayne would have went to that stage in Louisiana and he would have put on a great show. Louisiana would have loved Wayne. The crowd, which was a corporate crowd, I don't know why people are like, they were not cheering for Kendrick at this show. It's a Super Bowl crowd, y'all. It's pretty much corporate execs. It's a corporate exec and celebrity event. There are not a lot of people like you and me at the Super Bowl, okay? Those tickets, if you haven't noticed, they're pretty freaking expensive. With that being said, though, when you look at what Kendrick talked about, discussed, and you compare it to a guy like Lil Wayne, yes, people would have loved Wayne's performance. It would have been great. It would have rang off. There would have been some people screaming, look like a lollipop. But I'm inspired, and I got an appreciation for the art that Kendrick displays in the performance, for the storytelling. I'm a storyteller. I'm a content producer. So I have an infatuation for people that go above and beyond to tell great stories. And that's what Kendrick has done. There are a lot of rappers that are the sons of Lil Wayne that have opted to not tell stories because Dwayne Carter could get away in his prime for being one of the greatest rappers of all time. He was making the S's in lasagna silent. The G's were silent. He was doing all type of stuff in his prime that we had never seen before at his level. But what we didn't talk about a lot in that was Wayne wasn't telling a lot of stories. He was just rapping at an unbelievable level. Nobody could ever match his level. I think he had the greatest high in hip hop history, Wayne, around 2008. But he wasn't telling stories. Kendrick is telling stories, and it makes you uncomfortable. It makes you think. That's why I got an appreciation for it. And also the fact that Kendrick Lamar is literally running around the stage. There are so many artists today that literally, when they're doing concerts, stand in one spot after I done paid $220 with another $632 in service fees. Man, move around. Kendrick moves around. He's vibing to the beat. You could tell the brother has great cardio, and he's rapping with no background track. Why is no one talking about the fact that this man is rapping with no song playing in the background? It's just him and the beat. You don't know nobody that can do that. I've seen artists go in the studio and struggle to remember their own songs, let alone the fact that this man is performing in front of a full stadium and freaking performing in front of over 130 million people. All the pressure in the world to produce at the highest and greatest, grandest stage there is to perform in our country. And he's doing it with no background track. Why is nobody talking about the fact that this man is rapping his records with no background tracks? That's talent. See, we're so accustomed to not seeing talent, we don't even know how to appreciate talent. People like, man, I just want to give me my beat, bro. Just give me my straight, give me my trap records, bro. Just give me my, bruh. There's room for both. And I'm proud to say I'm a Kendrick fan. I ain't grew up listening to Kendrick. I always tell y'all that in my videos. I ain't never heard Kendrick in my life when I was in Memphis, ever. Memphis is one of the pinnacles of music over the last decade. Be clear, there's some great talent. I can listen to Glorilla for 1 minute and then go to Kendrick. I might throw on some Bag the next minute, but then I can also listen to a guy like Kendrick. His talent is incredible. Incredible, man. And if you appreciate the art like I appreciate good art, you will appreciate Kendrick Lamar. Over 133 million people did it. And don't tell me it was just because of the game. The game was ass. Okay. You don't want to, don't tell me that. It was 24 zip at the half, 24, 27 zip at the half. I mean, the game was ass. I mean, I hear you. Everybody was watching because of the game, but the game was ass. All right. And Kendrick has broken like every Super Bowl record there is on YouTube for views. Like, people cared about this performance. A lot of them. I'm out.